Imagine you are sitting in a perfectly silent, climate-controlled studio, and you're editing a feature film across four massive 4K screens.
Right, a dream setup.
Exactly, but the actual heavy-duty computer powering those screens, it's a full football field away, locked in some noisy server
You're
closet.
tucked away where you can't hear it.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We are pulling from a technical spec sheet and product manual to look at the exact hardware making that scenario possible.
Unpacking the Smart-AVI DPX-XT-4P-S KVM Extender from HDTVSupply.
Okay, let's unpack this. I mean, the name is a mouthful, but why should you care about it? Well, it solves a fascinating digital logistics problem.
Moving a truly massive amount of high-resolution data across a building and doing it instantly.
Which feels like a magic trick. To put this in perspective, this device acts like an invisible 330-foot extension cord for a high-end workstation.
Yeah, 100 meters of range.
Right, and it handles quad DisplayPort video up to 4K resolution at 30 Hz, bidirectional stereo audio, and what the manual calls transparent USB 2.0.
What's fascinating here is that transparent label. In hardware logistics, transparent means the host computer operates exactly as if your keyboard or your mouse are plugged directly into the motherboard.
So no software drivers to install?
None. No middleman processing at all. Just raw, native communication over 100 meters.
Wow. And according to the historical context in the specs, pulling all of this off simultaneously, the quad 4K, the audio, the transparent USB, and full KVM extension in one cohesive system is a first for the market.
Yeah, combining all that uncompressed data requires a fundamental shift in how we route things.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting, because I have to challenge the physics on this.
Okay, go for it.
The documentation heavily emphasizes uncompressed video. But if you are shoving four separate uncompressed 4K video feeds plus peripheral data over 300 feet, wouldn't you hit a massive bottleneck?
You would definitely think so, yeah.
Right, because moving a mouse and waiting a half second for the cursor to catch up, that is a deal breaker for any professional workflow. How does this thing not lag?
It avoids the bottleneck by just refusing to use a single pipe. The hardware actually distributes the physical load across four separate CD5E, 6, or 6A cables.
Oh, I see. Rather than trying to cram the entire ocean through a single garden hose, they just built four separate physical water mains.
Exactly. It's the most efficient physical way to maintain that zero-lag, raw 4K quality, without compression algorithms eating up processing power on either end.
But wait, if you're splitting a computer's output across hundreds of feet of twisted copper wire, how do the monitors and the PC even sync up?
It is tricky.
Yeah, usually you'd need custom software just to get the graphics card to recognize displays at that distance.
Well, the manual details a hardware solution for this called DisplayPort Auxiliary Bypass.
Which means what, practically?
So DisplayPort cables have a dedicated auxiliary channel used for communication. It's basically how a monitor tells the computer its exact resolution and refresh rate capabilities.
Ah.
By bypassing standard extender limitations and passing that specific display data directly back to the source computer, the PC instantly knows what screens are connected.
Meaning the entire system remains plug and play.
Completely. It just works out of the box.
That is wild. And noticing the pricing detail in the source, this hit the market at a steep discount, dropping from an MSRP of over $2,100 down to about $692.
Which is a huge drop.
It really shows how fast this tech is moving. So what does this all mean for you?
A democratization of high-end infrastructure, really. Moving from centralized workstations to decentralized environments.
Exactly. Even if you aren't buying one, this is the hidden infrastructure powering the modern world.
From complex medical control rooms to the massive video walls at your local sports bar.
Right. We just expect our digital life to instantly appear wherever we sit. But as our screens get sharper and data gets heavier, consider how many physical, invisible cables are currently running through the walls around you right now.
Just to keep the illusion seamless?
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, as wireless tech like Wi-Fi 7 and 5G continues to get faster, will these heavy-duty physical copper cables eventually become obsolete? Or will our demand for massive, uncompressed data always outpace what the airwaves can actually handle? Something to think about next time you log on.